Welcome back to our show. Once again, my name is Mrs. Augustina Anyanwutina.
And I am glorynezemma. Welcome back to our Sweet Home Africa. It's always a pleasure to have you as our viewer. Alright, once again, we have a great topic. Okay, before we go into our topic, we'll tell you what today is. Today is Nigerians Independence Day. So our country is celebrating its independence. And it's not even 10 years, it's not 20, it's not 30, it's not 40, it is
60 years. 60 years of freedom.
Exactly. Alright, so our topic today is, are we really independent? As much as we're celebrating our independence, is Nigeria really independent? Okay, so that's what my friend and I will look into today. We grew up in the country, so we know some of the challenges that we're facing. But as we celebrate our 60 years, I think it's time for us to revisit most of the challenges and then be able to, think of solutions, because we cannot be called the giant of Africa and we're still struggling so much, because a lot of African countries are waiting for Nigeria to get up. Because once Nigeria sets that pace for other countries, they will also get up. All right, so my dear friend, your country is celebrating its independence today.
I love it.
Good. So my question to you is this.
Are you going for parade? Yes.
We will do parade. We will do the parade.
Okay.
Even sometimes it might be through the Zoom. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, pandemic.
Exactly. All right, let's go back to our topic, because we didn't even nail it. All right, so our topic today is, as Nigeria is celebrating its independence, is Nigeria really independent, or are they dependent? All right, so my friend, our country, you have seen. I mean, sometimes it's not just the grammar, because we can say independence, but what does independence mean? It means that you are able to take care of yourself. So, my dear friend, are we able to take care of ourselves in Nigeria? Are we really independent?
Like you said, when you define a little bit of independent, that means we think that we can take care of ourselves. And I think we are doing it if all hands be on deck. But the problem is that at 60 years, if you are working in any corporation and you are 60 years, you are looking towards your retirement.
Exactly.
So Nigeria being as old as 60 years, we shouldn't be borrowing money. Let me get that out of the way. That means we are still relying on other countries to give us. So we are not really independent, because a whole lot of things we still have to work towards getting there. We are not even halfway there, because we are still being classified as third world country, which to me I resent that, because we have the abilities and capabilities to make things happen. So that being said, we are not independent, because if you come to our places, few areas have light, the people that have money. So I don't know if we are discriminating between the poor and the rich, or we are not able to give light to individuals. But guess what? They don't give us light, but they will come and want you to pay for light bill every month.
For the lights that
you did not get. Because sometimes they give it to you by 4 a.m. By 6 in the morning, you want to wake up the ticket. In the afternoon, evening, you don't have light, but you still have to pay for light bill. They need to look into that and see what they can do to improve on that. Then we can come back on borrowing. Because if you're independent, you're supposed to rely on yourself. You're supposed, if a child said they got independent from their parents, you don't go back trying to borrow money from everybody. You need to work towards being that independent. Yes.
Thank you so much, my friend. I think we'll take it one step at a time, because I like how you went into the electricity and everything. But let's go into healthcare and then we'll touch education. Because when it comes to healthcare, you can see how people, most of the time when someone is sick and the person goes to see a doctor, even if the person is bleeding to death, the doctor will not attend to the person unless you bring money. So in the Western world, what they do is like, at least they, save life and then you wait for the money. But our own is just like the poor people are dying. Unless you have that cash, nobody will attend to you. The doctors will be watching you there, die, bleed to death just because you didn't give money. So, I mean, these are things that we really have to change if we have really become independent in terms of taking care of our needs. Not only our needs, we have to take care of the poor. That's how you define a country. Because a country that is really developed takes care of their, less privileged ones. And then, in terms of healthcare, like we said, a lot of us are still traveling outside to get proper healthcare. And we have a lot of doctors and nurses and, name it, that are Nigerians that can do so much in the country. So why don't you, now that you're celebrating your 60 years, bring them back? I know we've said it over and over, but I like what my friend said, that now Nigeria is heading towards retirement because it's 60 years old.
After so many years I've been out, when I go back, anytime I travel back, I still, especially in my village area, I don't see any difference. I'm not going to judge the whole Nigeria with that because, some areas, especially those that give light, are okay. They can tell you Nigeria is perfect. Nigeria is more London. But if you come to my area, you will still see that Nigeria is the same, the way it was almost 20, 30 years back. So the question is why? Because countries are moving up, cities are developing, everywhere is developing. So the question is why some parts of Nigeria are not developed. Why the other, we have these discrepancies. In the whole thing, some areas are developed and some are not developed. So that being said, I cannot say that Nigeria is 100% independent.
Okay. Thank you so much. Because actually when we look at the word independence, independence means you are able to take care of yourself in all areas. But it looks like we're lacking in so many areas. I know there was a time that we did an episode that you talked about borrowing. So can you, just go a little bit on that side again?
That's okay. What I'm saying, we just have to, those in the government, they need to have the needs of their people at heart. Because I believe Nigeria have all it takes to take care of their indigents. We are, when it comes to mineral resources, we have it. Technical know-how, we have it. Nigerians are smart, they are intelligent. And we have so many educated people in all professional, in all walks of life. When it comes to profession, we have Nigerians, even those in diaspora. They are all over. We are so diverse. So we need to, the government, we plead with them to bring them home so they can be able to give a touch to so many areas. It might not be too much, but if they give a touch of their own, areas of specialization, if they bring it home, Nigeria will be better than some areas we all rush to, we call the civilized area. Nigeria will be better than them. So let's work together, all hands on deck. Exactly. I think we'll be completely proud that we are independent.
Exactly. And there's something, actually, we'll go into education a little bit, because when it comes to independence, when a country is independent, then that means they will teach their indigents, their own history and everything. So I'll go into it a little bit deeper. Because growing up in Nigeria, when we were students, most of the time they teach us about the Western world. We know about the person that discovered America. We know about London. We know about Canada. But we did not learn much about Africa. So now that Nigeria has become independent, and it's 60 years, I think it's time for us to revisit our school curriculum, what we're teaching our children. Why don't we go back to teach them about Africa? Like I said, when I was home, all I knew was about Nigeria. It was just a little bit of other African countries that they taught us in school. But let's go back, teach our children, so that at least they can pass it to the next generation. You know, the history of Nigeria, the history of Africa, let's zero on who we are. Because, I mean, there was a time that the country was colonized. So that's when we learned about other people and their culture. Why don't we zero on ourselves now and teach our children our own culture so that they can, and heritage.